make sure that I just want to make sure today that you get everything necessary to learn how to get your business started. Now, is everything going to be attacked in one evening? Absolutely not. But we will make sure that we get on top of the steps necessary in order for you to fund your business and get on the other side of what does it look like to actually have your own. All right, have your own, not worry about the boss and not worry about how much is that salary. We want you to be your boss, your own boss, and walk into your greatness. Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? All right, of course, the replay will be available, so you can always take a look at this anytime that you need to. So make sure that you're in a great place where you can focus, you have no distractions, and for the next few moments, at least really just dive into keeping your mind open to what's about to happen, all right? Let's go into what we're going to be talking about today. Today, we're going to be talking about what are some business stats that are out there. Top 10 reasons why you want to start a business, steps to starting a business, and then how to get funding. And I'm going to show you some of the resources that I use with a lot of my business coaching clients that I do one-on-one. So if it is something where you're thinking this is a whole lot of information, understand I do have ebooks to simplify this, and I do have one-on-one sessions to help simplify to get it done without you procrastinating for the rest of the year. Deal? Deal. Okay. So I feel most of a lot of our reasons why we don't get to the places where we want to go is simply because we don't have the resources. Like I shared with a lot of you last week, 87% of entrepreneurs, they fail in their first 5 years. And the reason for that is because they don't have systems in place. They don't have resources to make things happen. So I don't want that to be the case for you, where you're looking at this video, you're looking at this presentation, and you're thinking it's hard to start a business. And who do I get? First of all, the mindset has got to be focused on, I'm starting a business. And thank you, God, for allowing the productive and resourceful people to come into my space. That's the main thing you want to focus on so that you're not overwhelmed with how do I do everything? Your focus is two things. What do I want to do? And when do I want to get it done by? Those are the only two things I need your precious minds to focus on. How it's going to get done is not up to you. That is God's plan on how it's going to get done. What do you want to get done? And when does it need to get done by? All right. So let's just say, for example, I want to complete a landing page. I want to complete a website. I'm not going to focus on how am I going to do that. I'm completing the website by March 15th, 2022. That goes on my goal list along with other goals. So make sure that you're writing out what that looks like, because if you're not writing out what your goals are, then you're telling the universe, I basically don't want nothing done. I don't want anything done. And so if I'm writing it down, that's a recorder. That's a recorder for my brain to focus on, oh, you're looking for help. Oh, you're looking for specific people to help in your business. Got it. Then all of a sudden you get a phone call and someone says, hey, I can help you with a website. Do you know anyone that might need one? Yeah, I do. I actually need one. Or you walk into a meeting, which has nothing to do with your business. And then you sit down to that one person who can be your virtual assistant. So you never know, but you won't know if you're not writing out your goals every day. Every single day, I sit down with my team in the morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I let them know I write out 5 intentions for every single day. 5 intentions for every single day. And then I'm writing 10 grateful moments. What are you grateful for? I'm so happy and grateful now that I've got consistent income. I'm so happy and grateful now that my family is well. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have great health. So guys, this is a secret. Before we jump into resources and all these clicks and links that I got to offer you, that's not a problem. But if this is not centered around expecting greatness, then you're not going to get it. All right. So mindset has got to be 90% of what you are doing every single day. 10% is focused on the computer. 10% is working on customers, 10% is working on the website, 10% is linking stuff together. That 90% is focusing on how am I approaching this situation? Am I reacting to people or am I responding to people? There is a difference. If Deesh came up to me and she says, you are something else, I could say, what? I could react in a negative way. And I could say, what are you talking about? And really go off. I can't take that negative emotion back that I gave her. But if I sat and thought about it and I was like, Deesh, that's funny. And then I responded from a place of peace. I took the time. She's not thinking about this for the rest of her life. And I didn't destroy that relationship. So how you react and how you respond are two different things. And it's even as business owners, we have to learn how to respond with more positive greatness. All right. So let's get into what I know. I'm giving you all of what I know. I started on a journey 20 years ago of starting my own business. And it started into real estate was my very first business. I didn't know all of this that I know today. So every mentor, every coach, every seminar that I have been to over the last 22 years, I'm bringing you everything I've got so that you can be amazing at what you're about to do or what you're already doing. There might just be a couple of tweaks that you want to just say, dang, I don't have that. Dang, I didn't do that. So 22 years in real estate, half of that space has been in coaching. And now I respect where I am right now, where my passion is really helping entrepreneurs and realtors market their brand online. And by doing that, marketing is a major word. All right, that's a whole nother course, but marketing is a major word. So that means how are you coming out to the public? How is your brand being exposed to the public? All right. Are you doing podcasts? All right. I know Deesh is amazing on doing podcasts. She's got phenomenal reach on podcasts. That's her voice. It could be through TV. It could be video. It could be YouTube. It could be Zoom webinars like this. It could be live presentations like on Instagram. It could be a variety of different ways of how you market yourself. And being an entrepreneur, no one teaches you how to do that. So I'm honored to be able to bring that experience to you so that if you are looking to get better with that, then I'm definitely raising my hand to be able to help you with that. Okay, so that's my history. How I'm able to bring this information to you is experience. It's basically experience. All right, I didn't go to school for business admin. I actually went 1 year and dropped out. I'm sorry, 2 semesters, two semesters, and I dropped out because I knew I was an entrepreneur and everything I needed was not behind a university. And everything that I have gained has been at the feet of mentors across the world. So let's dive into what we can do to help your business. And again, I invite you to know a little bit more about how you can stay connected by connecting with me one-on-one so we can get you further along instead of waiting. Okay, so as we start to talk about businesses, what you see in front of you is a graph of where businesses applications have started. In 2010, there were 2.5 million applications that were filed. All right, these are individuals who wanted to open up a business. Now, steady progress all the way up till about 2017. And if you take a look at the spike that happened last year, I think we understand why a lot of people started to look at opening and starting their own business. So in 2020, there was a spike from 2.5, which was the average in just 10 years ago, to 4.3 million applications. 4.3, guys, that's a lot. That's a lot. And we owe a lot of that to the pandemic. So what happened in 2020 to make those numbers look like that, where you had unemployment rate numbers go from 3.5 all the way up to 14%. So think about it. If you lost your job in 2020, no fault of your own, and the company said, we just can't hold on anymore. We're going to have to let X amount of people go. Then if you were in that shift, then unemployment was the only other income that you had. So whatever job that there was going on, unemployment was the only space to get into so you don't lose your house, so you don't lose your car. All right, so you can still eat and have some dignity. So the unemployment rates went, and that's when people started to focus on, hold up. If my job can easily let me go like that, I need to start thinking quickly. So for those that are on the line that are in the Forex Academy, I know you saw a huge, Kevin, I know you saw a huge spike in individuals that were going into the foreign exchange space. People were learning about cryptocurrency. People were getting educated at this point on what can I do for me? It's all about me now. I can't worry about what's the company doing. Over 100,000 companies shut down. And if you were part of that, again, no fault of your own, not about your experience. It's just the way the numbers had to work. The money just wasn't there. So the government shutdown happened multiple times between 2019 and 2020. So what does that tell you what the confidence that people in the government had? Ain't none. They started to lose confidence on my good government job is no longer there like I thought it was. So stimulus checks and PPP loans, those payroll protection for those that are already entrepreneurs. Those PPP loans were then flooded into the market. So now you've got money going into basically a hole. And it's artificially looking like we're okay. So this is the reason why 4.3 applications were filed in 2020, because business owners had to figure out, yo, I can't deal with this anymore. I've got to work for me. How many of you actually know anyone that was laid off in 2020? Anybody that was laid off in 2020? Reduced hours, anything like that happened. What had to happen doesn't need to happen again. So let's talk about the top 10 reasons to start your own business. Number one, and I'm going to say for the positive and for the negative that these can happen. The positive, and there's negatives too. So starting a business, I don't want you to think that it's all beautiful just starting your own business. Trust and believe there are not always days where people are always on social media looking the part. It's not that way, right, George? You know, it's not that way. So behind closed doors, you've got frustration. You still have bigger, long nights as well. So let's talk about the ones that are ready to step out there, the ones that really want to start their business. Number one, you want to be your own boss. Top 10 reasons why you start the business. Start it. All right. You want to think, I am my own boss. I'm going to do everything and no one's going to tell me what to do. On the flip side, some of y'all need to be told what to do because you need to have structure. Okay. There's no schedule. You used to get up at 6 o'clock and then you used to get to the office by 8. Got it. Structure. If you're your own boss, you start thinking now, you know what? I'm going to just sleep till 8. I'm going to sleep till 8, just a little bit longer. So sometimes that's a problem. So it's good. Yes, you are your own boss, but it's also bad that you are your own boss. Number 2, you'll be following your passions. You get to follow your passions. Exactly. It's not rainbows and unicorns all the time. It's not. You'll be following your passion. What is your passion? What is your gift? What are you supposed to be doing? Okay. Number 3, you get to pursue a nonprofit or social justice. Listen, George, there's no judgment here. All right. We are all entrepreneurs here. No judgment. If you look and you see there's something bigger than me and I need to get into the world and fight for social justice, then you get to pursue that more as an entrepreneur. They frown upon some of these things when you're in a job. You can't do that. Number 4, financial independence. Good and bad. You get to have an unlimited ceiling when you are self-employed. All right. You see them on Instagram, right? You see them on Instagram. They're just living the life up. Cash all over the place, Louis Vuitton, jet setting, financial independence. So everybody, I guess, is jet setting. But the beautiful thing is about that is that there is no ceilings. Once you find your passion and what you're great at, then no one can tell you, hey, 65,000 is the cap. Hey, 120,000 is the cap. 250 is the cap. There is no cap. You're the only cap. Okay. So number 5, you get to control your lifestyle and your schedule. You get to control it. Again, that goes right in tax with number 4. You get to achieve financial independence, where you get to make what you want when you want. That's the one thing, that's the great thing I love about trading. People ask me to this day, Lorie, are you still in Forex? In Forex, it's not in Forex. Do I trade in the foreign exchange market? Yes, I do. Every other day, yes. Every other day, I'm still in the market. Why? Because I want to control my lifestyle with unlimited monies. So do I have to recruit for that? Absolutely not. But that definitely is money that comes in. Yeah, okay. So number 5, control your lifestyle and schedule. So remember that goes still as a good and a bad. If you don't know how to control your schedule, then the schedule will definitely control you. So you have to be certain that you still follow a schedule. If you don't time block, then you're going to have a problem with being an entrepreneur. I was coaching a client before, and I said, just before we get started, let me know what your day looks like. Just like from getting up to the end, what does your day look like? And she said, she starts her day around 10 a.m. And I said, wow, 10. So what are you doing before that? She was like, I'm just get up around 8:30. I was like, all right. So you're an entrepreneur. She's a real estate agent. And I said, for that is the reason why you're running around, because you're not time blocking. You're not time blocking, and you're not staying within certain blocks. Think of yourself as a doctor. A specialist has appointments. A specialist has appointments. You are not an ER doctor where you're running around. So stop treating your business as such. If I'm a specialist, that means I'm going in on an appointment and it's over at a certain time. If I'm an ER doctor, that means I'm taking gunshot wounds at 12, a slip and fall at 12:30. Someone's pregnant and having some complications at 1:15. Anything is coming through the door. So in order for you to control your schedule, you've got to be able to time block so that by the time 5 or 6 o'clock comes, you're good. You're not still on the damn computer. So definitely know that you've got to be able to focus on that. And that's what I work most with in the first part of our coaching sessions, is to make sure, you've got your time blocked. More than anything else, that you've got your time together. Because if you're getting up at 10, you're an entrepreneur, you've already missed hours of work that could be done to build your business. Hours. Market's already open, stores are already open, and what's going on? You just going down to the kitchen. So let's move on. Number 6, start from scratch. You get to be the beginning part of that. You're not taking on anyone else's ideas. Everything else is your idea. All right. You get to start everything. And the beautiful thing, entrepreneurs, is you get to start over and over again. If it messed up and that wasn't the best idea, then you get to start all over again and do it again. I've done that plenty of times, and I know many of you have too. So plenty of resets. You can certainly do that over and over again. Number 7, tax benefits. All right. George Dandridge, you can talk a lot about tax benefits. As an entrepreneur, you have way more benefits than as a personal individual. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. Way more. So make sure that when you are separating yourself, you get to talk to your tax preparer, not social media, not cousin and them, not your auntie, not anyone else. The person that knows your paper, is your tax person. And that's the only person you need to be talking to find out, well, what is better for me, an LLC, an S corporation, maybe a corporation? What is better for my situation? Because you don't want to sit here and ask a whole bunch, well, what did you do? Well, what did you do? It doesn't matter what they did. You've got to figure out that man or woman that does your taxes every year. You want to speak with them to find out what is going to be the best structure going forward for this business I'm starting. Number 8, true job security. Unless you fire yourself, you got true job security. So some of the top reasons why you want to start a business is that you can't let yourself go. You can't let yourself go. All right. You can pay yourself more, you can pay yourself less, but you're not going to let yourself go. All right. So it's the good thing about that. Number 9, you get to be an expert on a range of skills. So typically when you have a job, you're hired for one thing. As a coach, as a mentor, all right, as a tax advisor, as a real estate agent, we are an expert on a range of skills. So it's not just honing in just on one thing. Entrepreneurs are constantly learning. I don't even turn the TV on anymore. I'm glued into, if I'm in the kitchen cooking, if I'm on a Sunday afternoon, or even in the evening, I'm watching podcasts, entrepreneurial podcasts, such as David Shands, David Never Sleeps, Earn Your Leisure. Those are the top 2 that I watch because they speak on entrepreneurship the entire time. Number 10 of the top 10 reasons you can start a business is you can be creative. You can be as creative as you want. All right. And that's one thing for the parents and the grandparents out there that need their children to go to college. There are some children that won't make it to college. Why? Because their creativity is bottled up when they're in a classroom. So everyone is not built for college. The traditional way of getting educated, it's not built for everyone. I've gone through spent thousands and thousands of dollars every year, and it has never been out of college in order to get where I am. So I want you to focus on that when you're thinking, hey, I got to go to college in order to get it. No, stop falling in line. Stop falling in line with what they want you to do. You can be as creative as you want. YouTube has a lot of things where you can start getting educated and find your creativity. Proverbs 18:16, which is a powerful statement, reveals this answer. A man's gift makes room for him. A man's gift makes room for him. What you were designed to be known for is your gift. God has put a gift or talent in every person that the world will make room for. It is this gift that will enable you to fulfill your vision. So you've got to figure out what that is first before you just jump out there and say, I want to make t-shirts. For what? Like what's the reason behind it? Is that really your gift, or are you just looking to make money? If you're looking just to make money, that business is not going to last. If you have a passion because of a deep reason behind that, I want to make sure people are branded with confidence. Okay, then that's a little bit different. But there's got to be, hey, don't just jump into anything as how much money can we make? It's not going to last. It's not going to last. So find out what your passion is. And I do have a test, a free test, if you do need to find that. And it will be a light bulb that goes off so you can find out by answering these questions, what can I do to find out what I'm supposed to be doing? All right, so I have that just in case if you need it, and it's no charge. Just let me, just connect with me and I'll make sure you get it. So here we go. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, to the steps to starting your business. Now, everything that we're about to go into, realize that you've got the ability to get all this information in an ebook. So don't get overwhelmed with, I got to write everything down. All the steps and more are in my ebook on starting your business and get funded. All right. And I'll show you towards the end of how you can get that tonight. All right. So I want to make sure that you've got the steps instead of trying to piece everything together on YouTube. Not gonna work that way. All right. So here are some resources that I have here on the screen that where you can get your LLC set up. Many of you think I got to get in touch with a business coach, or I got to, I don't even know the paperwork I need. Write this site down, bit.ly/my Inc. authority. All right. That's going to be a site where it's going to guide you through every step by asking you questions so that you can get your LLC started. But before
Lorie, can I ask a question?
Yeah, but before you do that, make sure that you're checking with your tax person to know which one is best for you. Yes, Lester.
Yeah. So what I want to find out is normally I know they have, especially in Virginia, you got to go to the SEC, the State Corporation Commission, to register a business. So if you're using this site, do you still have to go there, or you can just use this and then it become legal?
Any state in the United States, you can go here. Maryland, DC, Virginia, Kansas, you can go and it'll know which state that you're coming from, that you're ordering the creation for.
So my question is, if I register through this link, I don't have to go to SEC again to register again.
To go through who?
The State Corporation Commission, SEC?
No, it's going to do everything for you.
Okay, that's what I want to find out. Okay.
Because normally when I would have to get an file paperwork, in order for me to get it the same day, I would have to drive down to Baltimore so they can file the paperwork there. Here, I don't have to do that. I can just go right to this site, go through the questions that they ask you, and it will create it for you, and they'll email you all the documents that you need.
Okay.
For whatever state, yeah, and it'll ask you what state are you applying in. Virginia, you just check Virginia. Because every state has a different fee. So on average for you to get this done, it's about $200.
Okay.
But it's the convenience so that you can at least get it done without having to find someone to do it for $500 or $700. You understand the difference?
Sounds great.
I'm not saying don't pay for everything, but certain things I can validate to really say, yeah, that one works just fine. All right, so number one, you want to start the business name. Start the business name. Is it going to be an LLC? Is it going to be an S Corp or corporation? But remember, you're going to call your tax person, have a discussion. I'm thinking of opening this business for this. Based upon my tax that you see, what should I do? And they will let you know. They will let you know. All right. The separation between being an individual and being a business owner is two separate entities. Your business is an entity that can stand alone, and LorieWoodruff can stand alone. But you want to stop putting everything on your personal name, your credit, okay, loans. You want to start being able to apply for these things in your business name. Yes, you can apply for loans. Yes, you can apply for credit cards. You can put rental places in the business name. And we're going to talk about how you can get credit so that you can get these things done. Remember, that entity itself is the business, and it does and will have a credit score, just like you have a credit score. Okay. Number two is create the business address. Now, here's a big one where a lot of newbies fail. You're not going to create a business address with your home address. Do not do that. You're not going to create it with your apartment address, not with your mama's address. Everybody likes to put mama's address on everything. Okay. This business address, you can create it. It's got to be a virtual office or an office that you actually work in where you conduct your business. And I put some examples on the screen. Regis, and Da Vinci are virtual offices that you can contact. Hey, I need to find out how much it is just to have virtual office space or have my mail go there. That's what you want to find out. What does that monthly expense look like? Because if you're applying for a loan and that business is looking your address up and they see it goes to a residential neighborhood, it's going to be very difficult for you to get financing. And understand, they will look. They're going to Google it and they're going to see, where does this address go? So please create a business address, and you can get just your mail going there. You can just get your mail going there. You don't physically have to be there, nor does it have to be a brick and mortar that you have to work in every day. You just need an address where you can get a virtual service set up where your mail is going. Got it. Number 3, get yourself an EIN number. If you're in business, your EIN number is your employee identification number, just like your social security number. Those 9 digits are going to track what needs to get done for your business. And that's how you start to apply for things later with your EIN number. Number 4, get a business website. Get a business website. I opened up a business website just for bankers. Just for bankers looking at what do I do. So I don't give them my Linktree account because that's just for moving things around like on social media. But I'm giving out the lexchange.com so that they can see I do coaching. I'm in real estate, all right? And they see the services that I provide. That's what they want to see. So make sure that you have a website. Like Lester, you have a Wix site with your first and last name. Please keep that. Keep that, because that is your business site. All right, and you can go through Wix.com. Wix.com is a very good site, very easy that you can just plug and play. Kartra.com is another site. What's up, guys? And GoDaddy, they all offer websites. And if you don't know how to do it, then that's when you reach out to say, I need help. I need help. When it comes down to your business email address, I went over this in a previous session. Make sure that if your business name, for example, is Money Moves, let's say your business name is Money Moves. You want to make sure you buy the domain moneymoves.com, and the website, bam, that's Money Moves. You also want to make sure your email address is reflecting Lester@moneymoves.com, info@moneymoves.com, sales@moneymoves.com. When you buy the domain, you also have the opportunity to get the email exchange as well. So when I got LorieWoodruff.com, you best believe I don't need it every day, but I've got info@LorieWoodruff.com. I've got sales@LorieWoodruff.com. So if I ever need to give that out for any marketing that I'm doing, then I can put those email addresses on there and maybe have an admin check those emails for me. Whatever it takes, but don't have Lorie29@yahoo.com as your business, y'all. Okay, George@AOL.com. Stop doing that. So keep that for your personal, and definitely Deesh32@hotmail.com. We're not doing that, not for the business. All right, we're going to step things up. We're going to step things up, and we're going to get that exchange, that actual website and the email to match. All right. Number 4. Number 5, get a business bank account. Get a business bank account. Get a business bank account. If you bank at a credit union, ask about it. If you have other choices, Chase, Wells Fargo, it doesn't matter. Banks all take your money. So there's no favorite, but get a business bank account so that you can separate your business expenses, especially when you do your taxes. Imagine how messy things are when you've got your Navy Federal checking account and you've got Chipotle, you went to the mall, you went to Macy's, and then you bought some supplies for your business. That's snuggled in there too. This is all on your business, your personal account. All right. Then you paid for your real estate dues in there. Oh, then you went to Shein and got some clothes. All of that gets messy. So when it's time for you to do taxes, it's a freaking mess. So if you had a business bank account, when you get to the counter, When you get to the counter, now you can make a decision and say, well, am I going to pay with my business card? Or is this a personal situation? Is this a, I don't want y'all taking my number down. Is this a personal situation? Then I'm pulling out Navy Federal. If it's a business situation, then I'm pulling this card out because this is where the money is running up in my business account. So then when you get your statements, you can tell the difference, and your tax preparer knows the difference on everything that was running through that bank account was truly a business. All right, separation, even with real estate agents, your commissions should all be going into your business checking account. All of them. You are the business and have everything. Just let payroll know, all right, starting March 1st, I want to have everything going into my business LLC. And they will do that. They'll just ask you for your documentation, your organization, your EIN number, and then you'll have it set up. All right. Number six, get a merchant account for all your payments. Stop asking people to pay you through Cash App if you're a business owner. Stop. It's tacky. It's tacky. I'm gonna just be real. Stop it. That's fine for eating dinner. That's fine for pay me back. Hey, we're going to dinner. No problem. Cash App is cool for that. But if you are a merchant account and you're buying anything and you requesting payment from someone, please upgrade to at least a Square, Stripe, or PayPal. All right. Those are easy things that you can change, but you just have to sit down just one day at a time and just do it. Square is not a monthly cost. It's not a monthly cost for PayPal. It's just a switch. It's just a switch. So if ever I'm sending out invoices, which I love sending out invoices because that means we get to work together, then it's always through Square. It's always through Square or PayPal. Those are the only two I have. All right, number seven. Number seven is make sure you get yourself a business telephone number. Can't stress this one enough. A business telephone number and list it on 411, Yelp, and Google, which is free. The listing is free. So now when business owners are like, let me check out what Disha's up to, and you give them your cell phone number, red flag, they're going to say no. That is not a business telephone number. You need to go, and I have it in the ebook of all the places where you can go to get a business telephone number. I have an 888 number. I only give that out when I'm conducting some type of business. All right, so on your website, do you have a 1-800? Even if it's a local number, just let it be registered as a business telephone number, okay? Is that good? You getting what I'm putting down? Make sure that it is registered as well. Because the first thing people want to see is this business even registered with Google? So make sure, Google it. How do I register my business, my phone number on Google? And 411. All right, let's talk about the money. Let's get things going. So for many of you, you want to know with everything that you're putting together, it's not difficult, but it just takes steps. All last year, I really made it a point to make sure that I cleaned up LorieWoodruff and removed all of my business activity from LorieWoodruff. And it wasn't easy, but it wasn't difficult neither. The only thing it took was me sitting down and actually putting out 1, 2, 3 steps of what I need to get done. All right, first, let me change my bank account. Let me open up a bank account. Cool, that's Monday. Tuesday, let me start focusing on making sure my address is correct. Let me make sure I get the right phone number. By Wednesday, everything is pretty much set up. So let me share with you now the benefits of everything that you're setting up. Realtors, entrepreneurs, all of your checks is considered income. All of that money is income. So I don't care if you work for the government, if you've got a retail job, all of it should be going as income into your business checking account. Have it direct deposit going into that. So now on paper, you've got money coming into your business. Your business is actually making money. They don't care. It's not from people, individual people all the time. It could be your job. All right. It could be your job. Anything that you make, if you're making sales, have that Square or PayPal going into this business checking account. Because when it comes time to get some loans, you want to sit back, and because the banker is going to ask you, well, how much is your business earning every month? You're like, well, see, what happened was here's my bank statements, and it's going to show the deposits and it's going to show the withdrawals. All they care about is the deposits. What's going into that account counts. All right. So over the years, yes, it took some time as I started to get more income in various places. I wanted to make sure the Forex funding that I got, the monies that I make during trading goes into my business account. The job that I picked up last year, working for House Lens, that is going into my business account. Everything I make as far as coaching is concerned, book sales, ebooks, courses, all of those go into the business account. They're not commingled into a personal account, and you should focus on doing that separation. Okay. Yourself has a social security number. When you're going for funding, yes, in the beginning, you're going to need your social security number in order to personal or PG, personal guarantee these monies. All right. So let's talk about some of the ways that you can get your credit score built up, and we'll get things wrapped up. There's 3 companies that report your business credit score: Dun & Bradstreet, which you can get your DUNS number free, and Business Experian and Business Equifax. There's no TransUnion. So there's a Business Experian and a Business Equifax. Your score ranges from 30 to 80. And what do you think is the better score? 80. So the more that you can start getting credit cards, services, vendor relationships through your business credit, then the higher your credit score gets with your business credit score. All right. Just a few things. There are 4 different tiers. I'm not going to go all into them because I have them in the ebook. There are 4 different tiers of creditors that you're going to go through. And this is the part within the next 90 days. If you really wanted to focus on getting your business credit straight, you could do it. You can definitely do it. In tier 1, you're going to have places like Uline. All right. Many of you may shop at places to get, let's say, cleaning products, office supplies. All right. I bought some plugins with Uline. So Uline is looking to establish a relationship with you. And in that means whenever you pay, let's say I purchased toilet tissue and I bought some paper, and then I bought some plugins. All right. When that bill comes to me, I have 30 days to pay it. So that's a net 30 account. If I have 30 days to pay it, then within pretty much about 2 weeks after I purchased it online, I'm going to pay that bill. Once I pay that invoice, that is helping my business score. Got it? So those kind of things you could just shift. Instead of you going to Lowe's or Home Depot or Target to buy certain things, why not shop somewhere where they reward you? It's like reward points for a business owner. They will reward you and help your business credit score. Got it? So when you do that enough, then you can start applying for other types of cards. In tier 2, you can start applying for other credit cards. By the time you get to tier 4, you're looking at major credit cards like with Amazon that you can now start applying for and getting. But you're in the ebook, I give you all of the different funding sources that you can go through so that you know the 1, 2, 3, 4 steps that you need to go through, because you can't just go right to Amazon and just get a business credit card. There's no history there. Going through the tier 1 and the tier 2 and the tier 3 creditors, it'll be established on your credit report, your business credit report. And that way you'll be able to get those larger accounts. You can also know that when your business is set up correctly, now you've got all access to those business loans. You can get that car loan in the business name. You can go to places like Cap on Tap. That is a great place to go to get a business credit card. Cap, like capital, Cap on Tap, TAP. Cap on Tap is a great card for beginners, people just getting in business. That was one of my first business credit cards I got last year. $7,500 limit, easy. So I didn't have any previous credit, but I was just giving you a hit on where you can go to try to apply for your very first business credit card. But get your stuff in order. You can't do it if you don't have your EIN number. You don't do it if you don't have your business address, your website. Definitely they're going to check. And then if you don't have the right phone number attached to your business, it's not going to work. So I'm telling you the things in the previous slides to make sure that you've got those things together before you apply. SBA is ready to give money, but you got to have a business. All right. So make sure the Small Business Administration, they were just giving out money over in 2020, 2021, but it's not that easy right now because so much fraud has happened. And the ones that didn't have a business were saying they had a business. And now for the ones who have a business, it's a delay in getting funding. But SBA is there to give loans for small business owners like you and I, so that we can stay in business. All of the things that we buy, I just want you to focus on, what do I typically buy on a regular basis? Can it be through my business where it doesn't show on my credit report? Hello? Or am I running everything through my credit, exhausting it, bringing the score down because I'm trying to do my personal and my business stuff all through there? So stop, separate yourself. Remember, you are yourself. The business stands alone. Everything that you do, let it run through that. Here's the book, what it looks like and everything. I want you to check out the book, and that way you can kind of tighten up your 1, 2, 3 steps of what you need to do. And what comes in there is all the tier 4 funding places where you can go to get your business funded. All right. So in that book, it's going to go over the proper structure that you need, where to get your EIN number. That is an easy one. You never pay for that. And your business phone number, email address, and website. Some of you need licenses. Some of you don't. So it goes through all of those channels of what you need to do. And at the end of that ebook, you've got how to build your business in 90 days. And that's the major part, so that you can know all the secrets of where to go to get funding, all the credit cards. Okay, so let's make sure that we stay in touch. Does anyone have any questions for me? I'm going to show you where some resources are also. If you follow me on the website here, link at my Linktree account, if you go under there, there is a list called Lorie's list of resources. Use that. If you want to do things the slow way, go to Lorie's list. And I've got lots of different links in there that can help you do things. Starting your business, that's in there. That first link that we went through, the different forms that you need, legal forms. I think any business owner needs those forms. So those kind of forms are in there and way more. But again, I invite you to do one of two things. If you want to be able to get the ebook, you can go to Linktree/LorieWoodruff. And then one of the first buttons is get the business ebook. It's only $99. You pay for it one time, and it gets you all of the funding resources in there as well as the structure that we just talked about of what's included. So everything is in there. You can get that for $99. You're on your own. Go for it. I put everything I got in there. Second thing is, if you want to meet with me one-on-one, I do have one-on-one sessions where we can sit there and find out who is your ideal customer, what kind of business do you need to get set up, and then also, what does it look like as far as what resources specifically do you need? Because that list is great, but it may not be applicable to everything and everyone that you need. So I invite you to go onto my calendar and make an appointment so that we can find out which one is going to be best for you. Okay. So that is all I have. Does anyone have any questions about their business? Are you excited about getting your business? Get it together, get it together, get it together. Anybody have any questions on here? IG, you guys have any questions for me? What's up, Gary? What's up, everybody? You guys all straight? I did what I had to do. All right, awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this replay will be up in the FX Trading Lounge. It'll be up, so you can certainly take a look at that over and over again. And I will put this onto my YouTube page. So let's stay connected on YouTube. Everything is under my name, Lorie Woodruff. Instagram, same name. Facebook, same name. And even on TikTok. So let's stay connected. You guys have a great day. Go, go, go. Get your business set up the right way. All right, guys, to your success. I'll see you later.